Are you a viewer of mine and wondering, man, how is this dude so good at Fortnite? Well, today I'm gonna be dropping my settings. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Get into it. Okay, starting out in the video tab, I play on window full screen. It's really preference though. 1920 by 1080, VSync off. Cap your frame rate on whatever your monitor is. Performance mode, obviously, if you're not using performance mode, hop on that, please. Brightness should be at 100. I don't know why it's there. I don't use colorblind mode, but it's really preference. If you're colorblind, then, use your colorblind mode. 3D resolution at 100. Don't change it. It really doesn't affect your game that much. View distance, epic. Having it at near doesn't change your FPS much, and having it at epic, you can just see things a lot farther. Oh, and no nanite visualized geometry. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. Textures low meshes, show FPS on, latency markers off, NVIDIA reflex low latency on plus boost. That's if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. Report performance stats off. It really messes with your game if you have it on, so just have it off. Onto audio, picture-in-picture 50, sound quality high, 30 headphones on, background audio off. Visualize sound effects on. Audio output device should be on whatever your headphones are. Mute license audio, but that's just because, I stream. Onto communication. Voice reporting always on. Voice chat method open mic. Voice input and voice output should be your microphone of preference. Voice chat notifications on. Text chat, friends and teammates. Text reporting always on. Filter mature language. I mean, these two are, again, really preference. That's up to you. But onto game. I play NA Central. It's really whatever your region is. Toggle sprint on. Automatic open doors off. No, on. My bad. Mantle activation, hold jump. Hurdle activation, press jump. Hold to swap pickup. Don't know why that's off. That should be on. Toggle targeting off. That makes it so if you click your mouse, it'll stay ADS'd until you unclick it, which I hate. So normally when you ADS, you hold it and it stays until you click off of it, but that you just click it and it stays, and then you click it and it turns off. Mark danger when targeting on. Auto pickup weapons off. I don't prefer that. It just if you run over loot, it just picks up weapons, and I kind of don't like it. Swap fire buttons for pump and dump on. I don't even know what that setting does. Preferred item slots. I use shotgun. I do shotgun, SMG, utility, consumable, AR. That's just my personal preference though. Building, reset building choice off, turbo building on, simple edit, it's really preference again. I have it off though. Disable pre-edit on. Auto confirm edits, so I have it on edit, but that's because I have a scroll wheel reset. If you don't have scroll wheel reset, then put it on both for sure. Contextual tips off. Why is that on? Should be off. Invert fighter controls off. Turbo delete in creative mode on. NVIDIA highlights on. Peripheral lighting on. Tap to search / interact on. Minimum field of view 70 degrees, maximum 100. Synchronize my emotes to jam tracks on. Suppress my emote music to hear jam tracks on. Record replays. I have replays on. It really doesn't change your delay that much if you have it on or off. I don't have sleep mode on, but it's really preference again. Alright, onto game UI. Reticle on, reticle ammo indicator on, show spread first person on, show recoil on, pull reticle on, damage number cumulative, oh my gosh, Reticle damage feedback off. Damage number scale 100. HUD scale is 60. Show spectator count on. Show quick bar. Buttons on. Player health on. Resources on. Minimap on. All of this is pretty much on until you get down to elimination feat on. Latency debug stats off. Net debug stats on. Quest progress on. Control prompts on. Runtime performance stats and creative off. Patchwork tooltips off. Touch and motion, I haven't changed any of these, so I would say don't get this advice from me, because all these are the basic settings, because I don't use touch and motion. So go to someone else for that. Alright, here we go to my sensitivity. 1200 dpi, by the way. Invert mouse view off. Invert aircraft mouse controls off. X and Y I use 2.4, targeting and scope 22.6%, building 125%, editing 60%, first person 100, zoom scaling legacy, ignore controller input off, lock input method as mouse off. Those should really be on because I don't play controller, but use custom diagonals off. Touchpad sensitivity to maximum on. Mouse flight 100%. Steer tank with camera off. And here we get to my keyboard controls. My keyboard controls are really weird, so yeah, they're really weird. Just be prepared. WASD obviously. Control to crouch, B to sprint. Chat, I use B to sprint. You click it with your thumb, okay? You click it with your thumb and not your pinky, okay? It's really just preference though. It's what I've grown with, okay? Auto run equals jump, spacebar, fire, targeting, mouse buttons obviously. Reload I use T. I don't know, I've just grown natural to T because I use R to rotate my buildings. Pickaxe Q. Weapon slot I use V for my shotgun, E for my SMG, 4 and Alt for consumables and mobility, and G for a sniper or AR. I pick up weapons with scroll wheel. Toggle weapon canting, shift, toggle scope mode, caps, building, control crouch while building. I use my mouse button for my wall and stairs, Z for my floor, and shift for my roof. That's why I use B as sprint, because I use shift for my roof. It just feels better, I don't know. Trap is Y, place building, mouse button, obviously, repair H, rotate R, change building material, that one, whatever. Building edit F, and then I double bind scroll wheel down so I can scroll wheel reset. Crouch while editing, control, select building piece, mouse button, reset building, edit, scroll wheel down. That's where that scroll wheel reset comes in play. Toggle chat, enter, place marker, clicking down on my scroll wheel, place enemy marker. I don't have any of these bound. Squad requests F4, chat, enter. I emote with P, chat, don't ask why. L switch quick bar, I don't know what that does. But toggle inventory tab or I don't know why I have it double bound, but I do. It doesn't really matter though. Toggle map M, down but not out carry F, down but not out place F. F, yeah. Falcon Scout, R, Q, shift, that. None of these, the rest of these don't really matter. These are old, these are just basic, those are, basic, controls for, like, movement stuff. I don't play controller, don't take controller advice from me, but I used to. That's what I have, if you guys can see that. Quick run through of that. These are weird, but I have paddles on my old controller when I used to play controller, so that's why mine are weird. But yeah, if you enjoyed my settings, let me know if you used any of them, and yeah. yeah, peace out, have a good day, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.